Merry Christmas, grappling fans. My name's John Evans, and thanks for joining me again today for another special holiday grappling breakdown. Today's commentary is going to be on the 2013 World Jiu-Jitsu Championship semifinal match between Lucas Lepri and his opponent Leandro. Of course, both of these grapplers very, very highly touted, and they're just phenomenal grapplers in their own right. Let's go ahead and cut on over and check out that match. Here we have Leandro, fan favorite, and really a breakout black belt of this year. And just phenomenal grappling right there. You can see Lucas Lepri trying for the club pass, just throwing his weight into that crossface and sitting his hip off to the side, nearly getting it, but Leandro able to scramble back, get his legs back together, and in between him and his opponent, and he will retain guard there. Lucas Lepri might have gotten an advantage for that because it was a near pass, but now I do not love the leg position of Leandro on bottom here. It is not fantastic because Lucas has this great grip on the collar, and this will allow him to put a lot of shoulder pressure. You can see he's stacking Leandro, he's lifting his butt off of the mat, and this really does put a lot of pressure on the spine. I'm sure nothing that Leandro couldn't handle, but it is very uncomfortable. You can see he's got his knees pushed all the way to his chest, his butt's off the ground, so that's all that driving weight into the sternum. And Leandro, it makes Leandro pump up like that, pushing with his legs, doing a leg press essentially from his weakest position, which is completely collapsed down with his knees to his chest. So it's a lot of energy, and this is exactly what Lepri wants from here. Lepri is a fantastic passer, arguably one of the best passers at this weight, but Leandro, also known for his passing, just also having a phenomenal guard as well. Working this De La Hiva right now, he has this grip on the pant leg, which can be troublesome because typically you want to kick this leg away, but if they're holding onto the pant leg, then that can be a little something extra you have to deal with. And Leandro wants to make a little bit of space. He's trying to get his lasso grip in, but then no grips are made, so both of them losing both grips. You can see Leandro trying to circle both legs to the center, and when he's doing that, he's making little windmills with his feet. That's just to prevent the grips on his pants, because initially when there's no grips, when the bottom person doesn't have grips, the top person doesn't have grips, the top person actually has advantage because they can make very quick grips on the insides of the knees, which is the Toreando grips, and they can pass very quickly. And you'll see if Leandro, if he gets to the top, he'll use this same technique to pass, so it can be very dangerous. So that's why Leandro was circling those legs. He did not want Lucas to make quick grips, and then he made his own grips on the sleeves, and now he's working this half spider guard, half single leg X, and he gets all the way underneath Lucas Lepri, and this could be really bad for Lucas. Lucas looking to come around all the way off to the far side, nearly into a north-south position, but Leandro doing an excellent job of staying underneath this leg, and you can see he brought his right leg up onto the inside, and this is going to secure this very nice sweeping position. From here, it's actually an excellent sweeping position, like an X guard, and he's able to push away, sit up, and you can see he's holding up on the pants of Lucas Lepri, and what that does is, and Lucas is able to scramble back to the top. They're out of bounds. The ref's going to restart them back in the center. The reason Leandro was holding Lucas's legs up in the air is because if their feet are in the air, then their back must be on the mat. So if you can hold their legs up, even if you're just holding the pants at the knees, holding them in the air, then they can't put their feet back on the ground. They can't get up. So that is that's the thought process there. Trying to establish that top position, nearly got it to work, but then Lucas is he's just very, very crafty, able to get right back to his feet. These guys at this high of a level, and they're good athletes, they can usually just find a way to make things work. And Leandro sits right to guard, and Lucas Lepri has this excellent grip underneath Leandro's leg here. And he's using that to sit off to the side. He goes for the club pass again, where you want to get a cross face on this far side, and you sit your hips off. You take a big back step, and then you can usually block the hips and walk back into them and secure side control. But Leandro's guard is proving to be very, very tricky for Lucas to pass. just retaining this foot on the biceps and keeping his spider grip on one side. The other side, it looks like he has a De La Riva. No, look, he's got a lasso. So this is just regular old spider guard, but he's got a lasso, and I think he might be holding the ankle like a De La Riva over here. In which case, Leandro is kind of trapping his own arm or Lucas is trapping his own arm if Leandro is not holding the sleeve on the inside, because he could just pull it out at any time. So it could be a little bit deceptive. I believe Leandro is holding the ankle like a De La Riva, but I'm not sure. I can't see with the camera angle. And he tries to push Lucas away. Lucas is just fighting. This is what you want to do. If you're on top, you want to be very curled up. You want to be like a little ball, putting tons of pressure, and you don't want to give your opponent an inch. And as soon as you see an opening, you want to jump all over it, which is what Lucas is doing. It's a pretty good passing technique, and they're making that good grip again. I really like this grip on the shoulder, where you go and make an underhook, you make this grip on the shoulder, you can pass off onto that side if you would like, or you can knee through, use the opposite knee through, so the left knee would come through onto this side. And you also have nearly like a double unders pass as well on the side that you're underhooking. So I just really like that setup, but he's just not able to get it quite to work because Leandro Lo is ridiculous at jiu-jitsu. So and just a really good athlete as well. You can see he's he's leg pressed Lucas Lepri off of him quite a few times already, having to retain his guard. He's using a lot of footwork. He's having to move quite a bit more than Lucas is, and just does not look very tired at all, and this should, by all means, be completely exhausting him. And you can see Lucas now using a little bit of energy, kind of driving Leandro all the way out of bounds. So maybe getting a little bit frustrated because he can't pass the guard, because it has been, I believe this timer is counting down. And if that is so, then it's been 6 minutes, so quite a while. And the only one, it looks like no one has points on the board, but Leandro Lo does have that advantage from that stand-up where he was able to sweep Lucas Lepri, but Lucas was able to pop right back up, so he just got an advantage. I'm surprised Lucas didn't get an advantage for that club pass earlier on, because he was nearly past the guard, but maybe the refs felt that he wasn't there long enough, and you could see he pulls Leandro Lo's leg right off to the side, tries to pass, oh, some funky camera work there, tries to pass right around to this left side, but Leandro was hit to that and able to retain the guard. Well done. You notice Lucas's posture. This is really nice. And when I say posture, I don't mean he's standing up straight and he can balance a book on his head, but see how his legs are nice and bent, and he's got this driving force. Here he's standing up a little bit high, but it's just because he's trying to defend this that Leandro's going for. He might be trying to shoot a triangle. I'm not sure exactly. I can't see with the other leg, but typically you'll see him much lower and definitely driving in, especially with that lead leg. And you use your chest weight and try to push down, leaning your weight on your opponent the whole time if you can, using your grips to help stay nice and connected to them. There, he's using a leg drag and nearly gets off to the left side. Oh, and he really wants to force it, but Leandro now sees it coming and is able to get his legs back inside. Oh, man, Leandro just keeps swiveling that left leg right back in to the lasso hook, and that is just giving Lucas fits. Lucas is an excellent, excellent passer, but Leandro's guard is just proving to be very difficult for anyone to pass, really, but especially Lucas is just not having a great time with this one here, and Leandro, nicely done, gets all the way in. He's in a single leg X, and you can see he's bending Lucas's knee, and this could actually be a little bit of reaping, because once you start bending it with the knee, even though the foot's not across, the whole reaping issue is because it can go on the knee, and this could nearly be a little bit of a heel hook position if he bends it too much, but there he gets the underhook, and you can see Lucas is trying to pull that leg right back out because he knows he's in danger. This is no good, and he gets the arm around here, so he could go for the footlock. He could push away and try to stand up the way he did previously, and nearly got the sweep, but let's see what he does. Lucas is trying to, Lucas wants to stuff this leg on the inside and step around, and he can step right over into mount, or at least off into side control, or have it scramble and Leandro will get his guard back, but he won't be in this single leg X, which is a terrible guard to be in if you're on top, because you're most likely going to get swept. And sometimes you can get submitted too because of that footlock. But Leandro going off, it looks like he's going for a heel hook, but he's not. He's just trying to underhook it and bring this leg up by his neck so he can get deep on that single leg X. He's also controlling this pant leg right here, which has really given Lucas Lepri a lot of trouble. And there he nearly stands up with it, but Lucas Lepri just using all of his energy, trying to push right back into Leandro Lo, able to keep him back down. I don't believe there would be any advantage for Leandro Lo for this one. And they are nearly out of bounds, and it looks like Lucas actually finished in a pretty good passing position, so it'll be interesting to see if they restart him. And there's only 44 seconds left. Wow, they've just been going at it straight for nearly 10 minutes, so that is very impressive, especially because this is the semifinals. So whoever wins this one goes on to the finals, and that is quite a work output for having already fought earlier. And they're going to reset him right here. And I believe this lead knee was all the way through, and if that's true, well, no, they're not going to set it there. He's saying that this foot was on the outside. This is very good for Lucas if that foot was on the outside, and that's the way they're going to start it. But I thought Lucas's knee was all the way through before. Maybe not, though. Oh man, Lucas is really trying to stack Leandro. He's going to look to pop off to one side and maybe try for a leg drag, or he's going to try to pin an arm on one of those sides, and you can just throw your opponent completely over, make them do a backward shoulder roll. But I think he is trying to work this leg drag position. Now he's getting this knee through. This could be really bad, especially if he grabs the collar of Leandro Lo. Leandro is able to just fall all the way back. I think he's still up that one advantage, and there's only about 30 seconds left. So he is just really trying to make sure that Lucas does not get any extra advantage on him. And that will be time. Let's see what the score is. Oh, it looks like Leandro is still up 1 advantage to 0. So no points scored in that whole match. Oh, Lucas. He did a fine job, but man, anytime it's that close and you've got two guys that are that good and it goes down to just 1 advantage, I mean, really, you don't have anything to be upset about. I know you potentially, I don't think they're going to change this score. Sometimes they do right at the end. Nope, they are not going to. And Leandro Lo wins. Man, congratulations. Awesome job, Leandro. Wow. But like I was saying, it's not a huge deal. I mean, it is because he didn't win the Worlds, but it's not like he just got outclassed or was just brutalized in this match. It was a very close match. Came down to 1 advantage, which is nuts. So, you know, nothing to be ashamed about. His passing actually looked very, very good, but just did not go his way in this particular tournament. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you're having a great holiday season. My name's John Evans. I've been your host, and until next time, goodbye.